Hey Penny Pinchers, welcome to Penny Pincher with K-Mac. This channel is dedicated to my personal journey of getting out of debt, mastering the art of budgeting, embracing the practice of cash stuffing, and adopting a minimalist lifestyle. If you're on a quest for financial freedom, keen on organizing your finances through budgeting and cash stuffing, and curious about simplifying your life, then you've come to the right place. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our Penny Pincher community and embark on this transformative journey with us. Together, let's tackle debt, budget wisely, and live more with less. Thank you for tuning in. Now let's jump right into today's video. All right, guys, welcome back. In the last video, we set up our budget for this paycheck. And today we're going to, well, in this video, we're going to go ahead and do the cash stuffing. Before we get started, let's go ahead and count it up like we always do. Let's bust it down. So we got 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 50. All right. Got 550. Bring the calculator over. 550 plus 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. Plus 120 plus 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 plus 50 plus 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 plus 30 plus 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, plus 3. All right, guys. So you're probably wondering, I thought he was budgeted 793. Why is it, 753 on the calculator? So, briefly, I got a haircut today. My haircut was $35, and I bought some food, and that cost me $5. So we knocked out 40. So we're gonna be budgeting 753 here. All right. So let's go ahead and let's write it out. Let's go ahead and write it out. Why not? Let's go ahead and write it out. All right, cool. So we go ahead. We're gonna budget 753. I got my envelopes up here. It's probably out of the camera view, but you guys will see that in a moment. So let's go ahead and budget. So food. It's not going to be 100. It's actually going to be $95 this time because we spent 5 today. So let's go ahead and have a 50, 40, and a 5. 50, 70, 95. Let's go ahead and add that to our food envelope. All right, gas 150, 150, 1. It's going 50. Man, these envelopes are kind of tricky. Like it looked like it was closed. There it is. All right, cool. All right. All right, what's next? That's done. That's done. Haircut. We're gonna do 50, but we already spent 35, so we're gonna just add 15 to the envelope for haircut. I like to keep my hair looking good, Like I said in previous videos, well, in the previous video, I go to meetups where I do photography, so I'm in the public's eye. I just want to make sure I look presentable, and my hair grows kind of fast and it looks kind of weird, so I got to make sure I stay on point. So I like to keep a nice lineup and a nice cleanup with the hair. That way, if an opportunity comes, I look presentable. I look decent. They say if you look good, you feel good. if you feel good, you work good, right? So that's kind of my motto. So even though I'm on a debt-free journey and I could find ways to save money, I don't think I should sacrifice my appearance from a grooming standpoint. I don't want to sacrifice my grooming to save a couple of dollars. Now, I'm not going overboard. It's just a haircut, so that's pretty reasonable. All right, so we allocated $15 there. Let's just write it down. So what was that? That was 15 there. All right, pet food. Just go ahead and put that there. Man, I don't know how people talk while they're doing these cash stuffing. Like, how are you having a full-blown conversation and do these cash stuffing? Man, I'm focused. Man, I can't wait to get to that point, though, where I can just talk to you guys while I'm doing things. So I'll try it, though. But I guess there's nothing to talk about right now at the moment. But let's see. All right, miscellaneous. We're going to do 25. Let's go ahead and do, let me see. You know what? We'll do 25 for miscellaneous. Yeah, like I probably didn't mention it in this video. So if this is your first time watching, you probably don't know. Now I have more expenses than this, but these are usually the expenses that would typically cause me to, swipe my debit card a lot, right? And really throw my budget off. So my goal is to hardly touch my debit card unless I absolutely have to. I want to be able to go straight to my cash envelopes, pull out the cash, or if I do use my debit card, I'll pay the price and then I'll go to my envelope and take that money to the bank and deposit it. So that's how it goes. So if something comes up and I don't have the cash on me, I would just probably do that. But the goal here is to really be more strategic even when I'm headed out. So kind of know what I'm going to do. That way I know what funds to take with me, and that way there's no surprises. I don't want to risk blowing the budget. But anywho, so we got the miscellaneous allocated. So car, like I said in the last video, as soon as I got paid, my engine check light came on, and we're gonna have to spend some money. I'm expecting to pay maybe $500 to $600. I did, like I said, I got a diagnostics done. Well, I did it. And it said that the O2 sensor was bad, right? So I'm not sure how much that'll cost to get repaired. But I know they're gonna charge me $135 for the diagnostics. And and whatever they're gonna need to that's hobbies. What is it? Car. Whatever they're gonna need to charge me with labor and parts. It's gonna cost. But fortunately for me, I budgeted for it, so at least it won't hurt too bad. Let's go ahead and, with that being said, let's go ahead and see how much we got in here. And yeah. I'm glad I got it budgeted for it. I'm glad I budgeted for it. So this at least should cover the diagnostics or some of it. And then whatever the repair would cost, more than likely I'll use my emergency savings. That should cover that check engine light. And that's what the emergency savings is for. It's like Dave said, it's not enough, but it should cover, an emergency that may pop up. So I'm glad for that. And I do have an income tax return coming in. So whatever I use tomorrow for the repair, I should be able to make up for it with the income tax money. So anyway, let's go ahead and count this car envelope. So we got 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. So got $99. And the diagnostics is what, 135. So $36 short. I probably use the buffer to kind of cover some of it. And the remaining. And we'll use the emergency savings for the repair. Maybe I could do it myself and save some money, but who knows? All right, so we got the car envelope stuffed. All right, hobbies. Like I told you guys, hobbies. I do photography, and this covers my my fee to get out there and take pictures of models or whatever. And my goal here is to build up my portfolio so I can use my hobby as a way to make some additional income and really expedite my debt-free journey. So I'm looking forward to that. I take pretty good pictures. I'm pretty decent at editing. So all I need really is more experience and a good portfolio, and I think I'll be able to promote and get some clients. So I'm looking forward to that, because I don't want to be out there doing DoorDash all the time, because it's draining, man. Driving your car, getting in and out. People are driving crazy, sitting in traffic. It's really tough. It's really bad on your car. It's bad on your back. So I decided, I'm not gonna do the DoorDash, because even when I do it, you spend 4 or 5 hours out there. You may make $30, $40, $50 depending on the area. I would rather not drive, just save that money that I would have spent anyway driving, burning gas, and use that time to sharpen my knowledge on photography, or to improve my do some additional studying, and just some more self-development, because really work on those soft skills, or focus more on YouTube, learn more about YouTube. So I want to use that time in more creative ways, instead of just trying to make an extra $50. That's not going to really change much. It's extra money, and over time it will, but I mean, if I did that weekend after weekend after weekend, I mean, you're spending 4 or 8 hours on your weekend doing DoorDash. It's not really worth it, especially when you're working towards something that can make you way more money, and it's something that I can control. So that's kind of my mindset, and I encourage you guys, if you have a hobby, if it's not too expensive to do, figure out a way to monetize that. Figure out a way to build the skills. That way you can make some money. That's going to really help you in your debt-free journey also. Now, if you don't have that skill, just work hard. Go out there and do DoorDash or whatever you got to do. But if you do have a skill or an interest or a hobby that you can possibly monetize, go for it. All right. That's the motivation for the day. All right. Housing. 110. Let's go ahead and check that out. So we're going to do 110 there. 20, 50, 110 to housing. And like I said, in the last video, or any video, the housing covers my pest control, covers the pest control, getting the grass cut, getting some new mulch added, things like that. You want to cover that. I live in an area where we have HOA. The weather's bad, the weeds grow out, your yard looks crazy. You immediately get a letter in the mail. You're like, man, I get my yard cut every 2 weeks. The weather's been terrible. That's why the yard looks like that. And they literally write on you, send you a complaint, right? Whatever. Anyway, that's how that goes. So health deductible, let's go ahead and get that. $25. Let's go ahead and 25. that's in this envelope, health deductible. See, this is my envelope for seeking funds, but I said I wasn't going to add to that because pouring money into here is taken away from the money that could be applied toward my credit card debt. And I did the numbers. If I can pay off the amount I plan to every month, I'll be out of debt within the next 8 months. So I decided, hey, you know what? I'd rather just get out of debt, and then, 2 or 3 months later, whatever I have to pay next year, I'll already have more than enough to cover that. So I'm not going to sweat it. I'm just going to focus on my regular rolling expenses and throwing the rest at debt, right? And paying my bills. So my rolling expenses, paying my bills, and pouring the rest at debt, and making sure I have an emergency savings for things like things that just happen like today, for things that pop up. So that's kind of the focus. That's what I'll be doing here. So I think that kind of gives you an idea. So I'm not doing any savings challenges anymore. I'm strictly focused on throwing everything at the debt. This is very uncomfortable. I'm not going to lie. This is very uncomfortable. But you have to sacrifice something to live a life that you want to live. You're not going to do things comfortably and really get what you want out of life. Everything